With the hot weather upon us and the expectations that it could reach triple digits in the next couple weeks, I thought it would be a good opportunity to talk about the dangers of leaving children and animals in hot vehicles. All children and animal deaths in hot cars are preventable. If it's a sunny day and temperatures exceed 70 degrees, you should plan accordingly when traveling with children and animals. Right now, it's over 90 degrees, and when you have your vehicle off, it creates a greenhouse effect. What that means is it's going to be about 20 degrees hotter inside the vehicle than it is going to be outside. I'm going to show you an example of how fast that can happen and how quickly these situations can be deadly. Now that our thermometer is set, I have an errand to run. I'm going to start the timer and see how long it takes to get my vehicle over 120 degrees. Well, that's it. We're at the 10-minute mark. My vehicle is almost 120 degrees, and that is how people get hurt. I'm now going to introduce to you Animal Control Officer Brittany Kirsch, who has more info for you and tips on how to take care of your animals during hot weather.
One of the most common calls that we get during hot weather is ultimately hot dogs in cars is the number one. Everyone gets concerned when they go to the parking lot and they see a dog in a car. Second most common call is going to be a welfare check for a dog that's outside in possibly improper shelter. So when we get a call about a hot dog in a car, first thing we do is assess the situation, look at if the dog's in the shade or in direct sunlight, if the dog's looking lethargic, panting, try and locate an owner. If we can't locate an owner, ultimately we do extract the dog from the car and get it veterinary treatment as soon as possible. To the owner of a dog or an animal that's seized during an event like that could be civil infraction as well as ultimately animal cruelty charges depending on the severity of the dog's injuries. Some advice that I can give to people traveling with their animals during these summer months is primarily, if you can, keep your animals home and comfortable in the AC. If you do have to travel with them, make sure they have plenty of access to cool water and any other cooling devices that you could have in the car, AC, park in the shade, and limit any sort of events where the dog's going to be left in the car to under 10 minutes for the dog's safety. Some of the signs of distress that we look for when we're looking at an animal in a vehicle is going to be whether they are alert, if they're lethargic, if they are panting, if they're reacting to us. If we go up to a car and knock on the window and a dog's not barking at us, that's usually a sign that the dog is in trouble and we need to act sooner rather than later. So if you come across an animal in a hot vehicle during this heat wave, it's going to be paramount to get the animal help as soon as possible. So calling 911, that way animal control or police can get to the scene and assess the situation. If it's not during a heat wave, then calling the non-emergency line would be your best bet to get help to the scene.